These are the brand new ACE AF1 inverted trucks. So ACE has a couple different trucks in their lineup. They have the classics, which are right here. And then they introduced the AF1 about 5 years ago. This is the AF1 inverted. It's a little bit different. Biggest difference being that really nice looking kingpin, the inverted kingpin. They're saying 1 3/4 inch of grind clearance, which is, I believe, more than any other truck. The kingpin on these is also hollow. You can see right there. You can see my finger. And then on the hanger, if you look at the axle, it's hard to see on camera, but these aren't fully hollow, otherwise you'd see some light poking through. But there has been some weight eliminated by drilling those axles out. So I would call these semi-hollow. Definitely lighter than if that axle was fully filled in. And then if you turn it over, the base plates have been modified. You can see they've carved into the base plate where the ACE logo is, so they've eliminated a few grams of aluminum there. These trucks still come with rethreaders, but in addition is this really magnetic tool for the kingpin. Every set of trucks is going to come with these, and then these go into the kingpin, and it fits the bottom part of a skate tool for tightening and loosening. I'm not going to mess with them yet. Pretty nifty. They did alter the bushings a little bit. They're saying that the bottom bushing is still 86 durometer and 14 millimeters, but the top one is 94 durometer, whereas the other AF1s, they came with a 91. Also, the top bushing is a little bit lower. It's 9 millimeters instead of 12. So in order to allow for more grind clearance, they had to do a smaller top bushing, but they stiffened it up a little bit. In terms of turning and grinding and all other aspects, these should operate just like the other AF1s. Right now, these only are available in 44 and 55 sizes, but I've been told that you can take the hangers off of any other AF1s, like a 60 or 66, and put those on top of here. They should work just fine. One thing to consider though are the bushings. They're going to be a slightly different hardness and height. And if you do switch the hanger, I would recommend sticking with these bushings and make sure to use that top washer, because it is a little bit different. It's modified to fit the bushing better. To the right are a set of ACE classics. To the left are the ACE AF1 inverted trucks. It's not a true comparison because the AF1s, the kingpin was already a little bit lower than the classics. Just to show you how much different these have been redesigned. It's like a whole thumb difference of grind clearance. These classics I've had for a couple months. I've grinded down quite a bit. I'm already starting to make contact with the kingpin, which isn't horrible. You just kind of have to grind down the kingpin a bit, and then they start grinding really good again. But I'm really interested to see how these feel and how they continue to grind once this is all worn away. These are the trucks set up on a fresh deck. I'm going to do a little warm up. I have not even stood on this board yet. I have not tightened or loosened the trucks, but I'm going to do a little pumping around the parking lot and see how these feel out of the box. There was a little bit of wheel bite right there, but that took a lot. So as you can see, the AF1 inverted trucks are super carvy, super turny, and very loose initially. I didn't tighten or loosen them before skating them. It took me a lot of weight to get some wheel bite. These are 58mm wheels, and I was leaning on my toes and my heels as much as I possibly could, and I got a tiny little bit of wheel bite. I have skated several pairs of ACE AF1s and the classics, and I have to say it's hard to not think that these turn even better. These are the stock bushings, which I would consider softer than any other bushing. I'm going to give these a little crank down to the right, tighten them up a little bit, and start skating the curb. That clicking that you heard is the new technology that's supposed to keep the kingpins from slipping, because a common problem with inverted kingpins is the nut that is inverted that you don't see down here would tend to fall off in other truck brands. So that clicking is to prevent that. I'm going to give each truck one more half turn. So far, these trucks are grinding really well. That's to be expected because I've had ACEs before, so no surprise there. That was a good warm-up at the red curb, but the real test to see how these inverted trucks grind is going to be how they feeble on a double-sided curb. Pretty dang good.
ACE AF1 Hollow inverted trucks. I skated these for about 2 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 sessions total, and I purposely try to do as many feeble grinds as possible just to really put this kingpin to the test. I don't know if you can see that. If it doesn't work out, I'll do another shot, but there's the kingpin. Those are the feeble grind marks. And I did a ton of feebles, started developing a groove, and almost no contact on the kingpin whatsoever. That feeble grind I did on the down rail at the skate park at the end of the video may not look like much, but that took a lot for me to get the courage to do that. I don't think I've ollied into a feeble grind in a long time before making this video. To summarize, the AF1 inverted hollow trucks, if you like trucks that turn, maybe you like independent trucks or you've liked previous ACE trucks, you will enjoy these. It's everything that you would love from an ACE truck, but better. And if you're someone who prefers a more stable truck, like a Venture or a Thunder, this may or may not be the truck for you, but I think it's definitely worth a shot. I had a lot of fun skating them, and I think you might too.